Hello friends, welcome to ABHQ's channel. In today's video, we are going to configure Etherchannel and static route. So for this lab, I have configured the IP addresses for the PCs and VLAN for layer 2 switches and SVIs for layer 3 switches. There are other videos dedicated to VLANs and SVIs in the playlist. So Etherchannel is a port aggregation technology that allows multiple physical ports to be bundled to a single logical port. It increases the bandwidth and also redundancy. So we are going to configure Etherchannel in this lab. Let's go to switch 1, and I want to configure switch 1's fast Ethernet 01 and fast Ethernet 02 interfaces for Etherchannel. Let's click on switch 1. Let's go to CLI, type enable, configure terminal, and now let's select both the interfaces. Interface range, fast Ethernet 01 up to 2. The command for configuring Etherchannel is channel group and then the number. The number is from 1 up to 6. I'll type 1 here. And after that, the mode. There are 3 types of mode that we can configure. One is LACP, Link Aggregation Control Protocol, which is a standard technology, and PAGP, Port Aggregation Protocol, which is a Cisco proprietary protocol, and static. Okay, so in here I'm going to type desirable for configuring PAGP, Port Aggregation Protocol. So Etherchannel is configured now on switch 1. Let's go to layer 3 switch 1 and configure fast Ethernet 01 and fast Ethernet 02 for Etherchannel as well. Enable, configure terminal, interface, range F01 up to 2. Again, channel group 1. The channel group must match between these two switches because they are going to be one single logical link. So group 1 mode, again, desirable. Okay, so Etherchannel on switch 1 and layer 3, switch 1 is configured. Let's confirm. I'll type do show Etherchannel summary. This is the command that we can see the Etherchannel configuration. Hit enter, and now port channel 1 is created and the state is SU. S means it is layer 2 and U means that it is in use. And also P in here means in port channel. Okay, so Etherchannel configuration on layer 2 switch 1 and layer 3 switch 1 is configured. I want to configure the port channel 1 that we created as trunk because it carries multiple VLANs like VLAN 2 and VLAN 3. Let's go to port channel 1, interface, port channel 1. Since I'm in layer 3 switch, I need to specify the encapsulation type first. Switch port, trunk, encapsulation, .1Q. Now we can configure trunk. Switch port mode, trunk. Okay, let's exit. Let's go to switch 1. Let's go to port channel 1, interface, port channel 1. In here, I'll type switch port mode trunk. Okay, so trunk is also configured. Let's go to switch 2 and configure fast Ethernet 01 and fast Ethernet 02 for Ether channel in here as well. Enable, configure terminal, interface, range. Again, it is F01 up to 2. The command is channel group. This time I'm going to use group 1 as well because I haven't configured any Ether channel on switch 2 yet. So 1 is okay. And mode, this time let's use LACP. For configuring LACP as Ether channel, we can type active. Hit enter, and now fast Ethernet 01 and fast Ethernet 02 are configured as Ether channel. So let's confirm. Do show Ether channel summary. Okay, so here it says port channel 1 is created and the protocol is LACP, which is a standard protocol, and the interfaces that are in this Ether channel are fast Ethernet 02 and fast Ethernet 01. The state for this is I for now. It is because it is standalone. I means standalone. I mean the capital I. So in here also, S means layer 2, capital S, and capital D means down. It is because we haven't configured Ether channel on layer 3 switch 2. If we configure Ether channel on layer 3 switch 2, it's going to become in use. Okay, so let's configure Ether channel on layer 3 switch 2 as well. CLI, enable, configure terminal, interface, range. I'm going to select F01 and F02 in here. F01 up to 2. Channel, group, again 1, mode, active. Hit enter. Let's confirm. Do show Ether channel summary. Okay, so now the state is SU. S again means layer 2 and U means in use. And in here, P means in port channel. The Ether channel configuration on layer 2 switch should have changed as well. Let's confirm. Do show Ether channel summary. Okay, good. So is D changed to SU now, which means it is also in layer 2 and also in use. And in here, I has been changed to P, which is in port channel. It's not standalone anymore. So Ether channel between layer 3 switch 2 and layer 2 switch 2 is also configured. Let's configure the port channel 1 that we configured as trunk in here as well, because it is going to carry multiple VLANs as well. So first, I want to show you the port channel that is created. Let's type do show IP interface brief. Okay, so port channel 1 is created here and the status is up. Let's configure it as trunk. Interface port channel 1. PO1 is short for port channel 1. Switch port mode trunk. Okay, so trunk is configured. Let's confirm. Do show interfaces trunk. So port channel 1 is trunking. Okay, good. Let's go to layer 3 switch 2. Interface, port channel 1. Switch port, trunk, encapsulation, .1Q. First, we need to specify the encapsulation type. And next, let's configure trunk. Switch port, mode, trunk. Okay, so trunk is also configured. Uh, let's configure layer 3 switch 1 and layer 3 switch 2 G01 and G02 interfaces as Ether channel, and this time we are going to configure it as layer 3 Ether channel because these switches are going to route between these two subnets. That's why we need to make uh, Ether channel between them layer 3. Let's configure G01 and G02 for Ether channel on layer 3 switch 1 first. I'll click on layer 3 switch 1 and let's select both interfaces. Interface range G01 up to 2. Again, channel, group. This time I'm going to use 2 because we already have a port channel 1 configured on layer 3 switch 1. Channel group 2 mode, let's say on for static configuration for Ether channel. Okay, so it is configured. Let's confirm do show Ether channel summary. Okay, so port channel 2 is also created. Its state is SU and they are in port channel. Okay, let's go to layer 3 switch 2. Interface range G01 up to 2. Channel group 2. Mode on. Hit enter and okay. So let's confirm. Do show Ether channel summary. Okay, port channel 2 is also created. So we want this link to be layer 3 because we want to assign IP addresses and also we want them to act as a layer 3 link. So in here, S means it is layer 2. We want it as layer 3. So let's select the port channel 2 here, interface port channel 2. And the command for make an interface layer 3 was no switch port. Okay, so port channel 2 is now a routed port. Let's confirm do show Ether channel summary. Okay, as we can see now, S is changed to R, which means it is a layer 3 port channel. Okay, let's do the same configuration on layer 3 switch 1. Interface port channel 2, no switch ports. Okay, so layer 3 Ether channel is also done. Let's assign IP address for port channel 2 on layer 3 switch 1 first. Interface port channel 2, IP address 10.0.0.2, the IP address for layer 3 switch 1. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.252 for /30 subnet link. Okay, so the IP configuration is also done on this switch. Let's go to the other switch and configure IP address in here too. Interface port channel 2, IP address 10.0.0.1. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.252. Okay, so the IP configuration is also done. Now let's configure static route. Uh, on layer 3, switch 2, the destination IP address will be 172.16.0.0/24. So the command is IP route. The destination IP address 172.16.0.0. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. And the next hop's IP address is going to be the port channel 2 interface of layer 3 switch 1. The IP address is 10.0.0.2. Let's type the IP address 10.0.0.2. Hit enter. Let's confirm. Do show IP route. Okay, so because we haven't configured IP routing on layer 3 switch, the routing table is empty. Let's type the command IP routing because we want this switch to route between subnets. So now, if I type do show IP route, the route should appear. Okay, so there's one static route here for 172.16.0.0 subnet via 10.0.0.2, the IP address for port channel 2 on layer 3 switch 1. Okay, so let's configure static route on this switch as well. Command is IP route. The destination subnet is 172.16.1.0/24. 172.16.1.0. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. And the next hop's IP address is the port channel 2 of layer 3 switch 2. And the IP address is 10.0.0.1. Okay, let's type IP routing in here as well. IP routing. Do show IP route. Hit enter, and now one static route is configured. Okay, so now the configuration for this lab is done. And for the final test, I want to ping from PCA to PCB in order to test the connectivity between these two PCs. So I'm going to PCA, click on desktop, click on command prompt, and in here I'm going to type ping the IP address for PCB. It is 172.16.1.2. Okay, so we are getting reply from PCA to PCB. So this was all for today's lab, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you in the next video.